Throughout our journey in life, we're bound to face countless moments that challenge our patience, test our resilience, and push the limits of our endurance. These crossroads come in many forms. Maybe it's a job that no longer reflects who we've become, a relationship that has slowly lost its meaning, or a space that once nurtured us but now holds us back. In those moments, we're often torn between two difficult choices. Do we press on, or is it time to walk away? Take a moment and reflect. When was the last time you felt conflicted, standing at the edge of a decision that could change everything? Perhaps part of you whispered, "It's time to move on," while another part pleaded, "Just hold on a little longer." This tug-of-war isn't just about the external situation, it's about what's happening inside. It's about understanding the deeper values, beliefs, and principles that shape the way we make choices. Let's look at this through a lens of ancient wisdom, Stoicism. The Stoics, timeless philosophers who spoke of virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, offer a powerful framework for making sense of these difficult moments. One of their core teachings is the dichotomy of control, the idea that some things are in our hands while others are not. So, when we're caught in a situation that leaves us feeling powerless or emotionally depleted, the Stoic perspective urges us to pause and ask, "Can I change this?" And if the answer is no, should I continue investing my energy here? Or is it time to redirect it towards something better aligned with my values? Another profound idea from Stoic thought is the concept of preferred indifference. These are things like success, reputation, or comfort, desirable, yes, but not essential to our inner peace or virtue. Often, we cling to situations out of fear of losing these external comforts. But in doing so, we may lose something far more important, our sense of self. By grounding ourselves in Stoic clarity, we can begin to view our struggles not as signs of failure, but as opportunities to grow, to act with wisdom, and to release what no longer serves our higher purpose. In today's reflection, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy can guide us through the emotional and psychological complexity of knowing when to stay and when to let go. We'll talk about recognizing the moment when perseverance stops being noble and starts becoming self-sabotage. We'll explore how to distinguish meaningful challenges from needless suffering. And ultimately, how walking away, when done with intention, can be one of the most courageous, empowering acts of our lives. So if you're standing at one of those crossroads, unsure of what your next step should be, you're not alone. This conversation is for you. Knowing when it's time to walk away, a Stoic approach. When we talk about the idea of walking away, what kind of moments come to mind? Is it that exhausting job that drains you day after day? The relationship that once brought warmth but has now become a source of tension and hurt? Or maybe it's a long-held dream that, despite your relentless effort, feels more distant with each step. The truth is, the decision to walk away isn't limited to one area of life. It shows up everywhere. And though the circumstances differ, the underlying question is often the same. Is this still right for me? Or am I holding on to something that's quietly holding me back? You'd think the logical choice would be simple. If something brings more pain than purpose, we should move on. But life rarely feels that clear-cut, does it? This is where the wisdom of Stoic philosophy offers a transformative lens. The Stoics, thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, understood human nature deeply. They knew how easily we cling to the familiar, even when it harms us. We crave stability and predictability, and letting go often feels like stepping into the unknown. risky, scary, uncertain. But Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can change and what lies outside our control, a principle known as the dichotomy of control. It's a call to invest our energy wisely, not in fighting battles we can't win, but in shaping our own thoughts, actions, and responses. And then there's the subtle danger of misunderstood resilience. Endurance and grit are noble traits, but they can become traps when we use them to justify staying in situations that no longer serve our well-being or growth. Perseverance, when misplaced, can become a form of self-betrayal. So how do we know when to let go? The Stoic answer isn't a universal formula. Instead, it invites deep, honest reflection. Are we staying because the situation truly aligns with our values and long-term vision? Or are we staying out of fear, habit, or a misplaced sense of obligation? Are we sacrificing peace of mind and potential for false security or emotional comfort? At its heart, Stoicism is about living in alignment with our nature, understanding our emotions, cultivating reason, and acting with virtue. It encourages us to live intentionally, not reactively. So when faced with an ongoing source of distress, a job, a relationship, a pursuit, the Stoic path urges us to ask, is this something I can genuinely influence? Or is it time to step back and reclaim my energy for something more meaningful? Walking away doesn't mean we've failed, quite the opposite. Sometimes, the most courageous choice we can make is to let go of what no longer fits and to open ourselves to the possibility of something better, even if we can't yet see it clearly. Let's now bring another profound Stoic concept into the conversation: amor fati, or the love of fate. This principle invites us to fully embrace whatever life places before us, not with resignation, but with a sense of purposeful acceptance. It's about finding meaning and potential in even the most unexpected or difficult circumstances. But let's be clear, loving our fate doesn't mean passively accepting suffering or staying stuck in environments that suppress our growth. Amor fati is about discernment, recognizing when our struggles are shaping us into something stronger and when they're simply draining us of our potential. From a Stoic point of view, walking away isn't about avoiding challenges or turning away from responsibility. It's a conscious, courageous choice to steer our lives in a direction that aligns with what truly matters: our virtue, our long-term flourishing. Sometimes that means releasing what we can't control so we can give our energy to what we can. This act is not weakness, it's wisdom. As we go deeper into these ideas, we'll explore specific Stoic teachings and how they can guide us at life's most uncertain intersections. The Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are not abstract ideals. They are tools we can use to make decisions that reflect our highest self. You've probably heard the phrase, "experience is the best teacher," and it couldn't be more true. Our most powerful lessons often come from the moments we bravely step away from what no longer serves us. Because when we choose to leave something behind, we're not just letting go, we're stepping into something new. But what exactly awaits us on the other side of that choice? 1. A deep sense of liberation. Imagine the moment you finally release a burden. Maybe it's a draining job, a toxic relationship, or a goal that's no longer meaningful. The emotional weight lifts. You can breathe. You can begin again. In Stoicism, freedom isn't about external circumstances. It's an inner state. When you walk away from something harmful, you're exercising your freedom to live in alignment with your true self, your nature. 2. Catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Often, it's in the quiet aftermath of walking away that we truly discover who we are. We learn what matters, what we value, what we're capable of. The Stoics taught that every experience, even painful ones, can be used to cultivate virtue. In choosing to leave behind what stunts our growth, we create space to develop resilience, clarity, and courage, all foundational to the Stoic path. 3. The opportunity to build healthier relationships. By releasing what's toxic, we invite healthier, more fulfilling connections into our lives. This could mean a workplace that respects you, friends who uplift you, or a partner who truly sees you. The Stoic idea of oikeiosis, our natural tendency to connect and care for others, reminds us that nourishing relationships are vital to both our well-being and moral development. 4. A powerful affirmation of self-worth. Finally, making the choice to walk away, especially from something familiar or emotionally complicated, is an act of self-respect. It's a declaration. I value myself enough to stop tolerating what diminishes me. Stoicism teaches us that our worth doesn't come from the outside, not from status, praise, or possessions, but from within, from our ability to act with integrity and purpose. Choosing to walk away from something that no longer aligns with our values is an act of virtue. It's a way of honoring our inner worth and cultivating a profound sense of peace and self-assurance. As we explore the rewards of walking away, I invite you to pause and reflect on your own life. Think about the moments when you had the courage to leave and how those decisions helped reshape your path. And if you're standing at a crossroads right now, consider how the insights from Stoic philosophy might help bring clarity. Walking away isn't just about what you leave behind. It's about what lies ahead. It's about the growth, freedom, and authenticity that begin to unfold the moment you take that brave first step toward what feels right. But let's be honest, making the choice to walk away is rarely simple. It's often wrapped in emotional complexity, fear, guilt, doubt, even sadness. So what exactly makes this decision so difficult? And how can Stoicism help us navigate it with greater strength and clarity? One of the biggest hurdles is emotional turbulence. When we're faced with leaving something behind, a job, a relationship, a long-standing dream, a storm of feelings can rise up and cloud our ability to see clearly. The Stoics offer timeless advice here. Feel your emotions, but don't be ruled by them. They encourage us to observe our feelings with compassion and detachment, knowing that emotions are fleeting but our decisions should be rooted in reason. The Stoic ideal of apatheia, a state of inner calm, doesn't mean shutting down emotionally. Rather, it's about developing emotional resilience. It's the ability to sit with discomfort, process it, and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Then there's the fear of the unknown. Letting go often means stepping into uncertainty, and that's scary. We ask ourselves, what if I regret this? What if I make things worse? But Stoicism reminds us, uncertainty is a natural part of life. Instead of fearing it, we're called to embrace the present, focus on what's within our control, and accept whatever lies beyond it with grace. This leads us to the Stoic concept of ataraxia, a state of unshakable inner peace, born from detachment from outcomes and trust in our ability to adapt. Another obstacle, societal pressure. We worry about disappointing others, going against expectations, or being judged. But Stoicism teaches us to live in alignment with our own inner compass, not the approval of the crowd. The principle of autonomy reminds us that we are the ultimate stewards of our own lives. When we stay true to our values, even when it's unpopular, we embody integrity, and that's the root of genuine self-respect. And perhaps one of the hardest parts is letting go of what we've already invested: time, energy, emotions, resources. But again, The Stoics help us here with the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is subject to change. Nothing lasts forever. By accepting this, we loosen our grip on the familiar and open ourselves to necessary transformation. Stoicism doesn't ask us to suppress our struggles. It asks us to meet them with wisdom, courage, and composure. When we do, we find that even the hardest decisions can become opportunities to grow into the person we are meant to be. So how do we actually make this kind of decision, mindfully and confidently? First, it begins with introspection. Tune in to your inner voice. Ask yourself, does this path still reflect my values? Is this contributing to my growth and well-being, or is it holding me back? The Stoics emphasize self-awareness, knowing yourself deeply and living in alignment with your true nature. When our actions match our values, we live with integrity. Next, embrace change as a constant. Whether you choose to stay or walk away, change is inevitable. But hidden within endings are new beginnings. When we accept this, we stop resisting life's natural flow and begin to move forward with peace, not panic. Then, apply rational analysis. The Stoics never advocated for impulsive choices. They believed in the power of reason. So, take the time to assess your situation logically. What are the pros and cons? What are the real consequences of staying or leaving? Seek input from those you trust. But remember, the final call is yours alone. Another helpful Stoic practice is negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario, not to scare yourself, but to prepare. This practice helps reduce anxiety by reminding you that you can survive hardship, that even if things don't go as planned, you have the strength to respond with resilience. Embracing equanimity and courage. Once you've thoughtfully weighed your options and arrived at a decision, it's time to move forward, not with hesitation, but with clarity and courage. One of Stoicism's most powerful teachings is this: true courage isn't just about facing visible dangers. It's also about making tough, often uncomfortable decisions that align with our inner values and long-term well-being. Of course, stepping into the unknown can be unsettling, but that's precisely where growth lives. When we move forward with intention, even through uncertainty, we give ourselves the chance to expand, evolve, and reconnect with our truest selves. A journey of depth and discovery. As we wrap up this reflection, let's pause for a moment to honor the emotional and mental terrain we've traveled together. The decision to walk away from a job, a relationship, a dream, or any life chapter is never easy. It's layered with emotion, doubt, and complexity. And yet, it's also deeply human. This crossroads isn't just about change, it's about transformation. When approached with self-awareness, wisdom, and courage, walking away can become one of the most powerful acts of self-alignment and personal liberation. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we are reminded that, while we may not control life's external events, we do hold the power to shape our responses. We can choose to act with virtue, remain true to our principles, and build a life that reflects what we value most. The Stoic compass. Stoicism is not just ancient theory. It's a practical guide for living with resilience and integrity. It teaches us that strength lies not in clinging, but in choosing with clarity. It calls us to turn inward, to lead with reason, and to build a life not dictated by fear or impulse, but by wisdom and purpose. So if you find yourself standing at a turning point, wondering whether to stay or move on, consider this. Let wisdom help you see clearly. Let courage guide your steps. Let justice remind you of your responsibility to yourself and others. And let temperance keep you grounded as you navigate uncertainty. Reflect and realign. Close your eyes for a moment. Envision the life you truly want to live, the person you wish to become. What decision brings you closer to that vision? Let that question guide you. Walking away is not a retreat, it's a redirection. It's an act of honoring your values, your peace, and your future. It's creating space for what could be, for relationships, experiences, and opportunities that better reflect who you are becoming. As the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." If you've been hurt or drained by a situation, your strength isn't in retaliating, it's in rising. With dignity, with vision, with resolve. In closing, whether you choose to persevere or to walk away, do it with purpose. Let your decision come from a place of deep reflection, and let it reflect the person you aspire to be. Remember, peace begins within. You are the architect of your life. Every decision is a chance to cultivate wisdom, resilience, and joy. Thank you for being part of this journey through the Stoic path. May you move forward with confidence, clarity, and courage, always anchored in your highest self.